So we're back now to talk about Pulse. Now, we talk at 10AV a lot about track AV and monitoring stuff and looking at trends and how rooms are being used and trying to look at how they're going to be used in the future. You guys have been playing with sensors and things that we talk about a lot since 2019, I know, and you call it Pulse. Can you whistle top tour Pulse?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a completely cloud-based management platform, and it does all the boring stuff that you probably expect from a management platform, like it will do some of your network settings, you change your updates, and you can change the way that the screen switches off after a certain amount that someone's not been in the room. All the stuff that we would want to have in a management, right? Don't forget, every single Neat device that we have, every room system has IoT sensors. So a perfect example of that, I'm going to actually click onto one of my bars in my shed. So we're in London at the moment, so this is all over the cloud. I can click on it, and I can see in there, thankfully there's no one in there, because I can see the people count, the occupancy number. It's all live, constantly polling data. I can see temperature, humidity, volatile compound, CO2, and all of that gets compiled into some of those services that you were talking about. So that's kind of Pulse as it was at the beginning. But we also have some kind of standout features. So if I just click onto this device here, so this is a Neat Bar Generation 2 and a pad. I can click on that, I can see all the the network information, all the firmware, the software, everything. I can change the settings. But here's a nice party trick. We can press remote control. Now, on my Neat pad and on my screen in my shed at the moment, it's saying Jeremy Lampard would like to connect to this device with a 15-second countdown timer. And it says, do you allow or deny? And I can press yes or no on the pad, right? At the end of that 15 seconds, we're going to imagine that this is a meeting room that someone had a question about and there's no one in there. So we're going to be allowed into there automatically. You can see there, this is a Zoom room. I could start a meeting. It does say Jeremy Lampard is controlling your screen everywhere, so you could shut me out whenever you wanted. But importantly as well, I can go into the deep-rooted settings, so I can press system settings. I've got a very secure password here. And I can press OK, and then basically can go in there and then change all the system settings in front of a user. I can even do things like changing all of our framing options, which is what you kind of need to do when there's people in the room and set it all up. So that's one thing we like to shout about a lot with Neat Pulse. And the other thing as well is how easy it is to raise a ticket. So you can do things like press submit logs, it'll go straight to our support team and you can get some immediate support back based on the logs that they've seen. So yeah.
So the hardware's all very shiny and nice. You're moving in the same direction we are. Absolutely. Services as opposed to product.
Absolutely, yeah. So, and it's going to be scaling, right? So we're making sure that we've got feature parity. So we've got as many of the options that are available in the pads or on the boards available in Pulse. You make those changes, it happens instantly, even inside a call. We've got profiles, so you could assign that to loads of different devices. And also, people want now really granular ways to do updates and not rely on Zoom Portal or Teams Admin Center and things like that. So we can just go in and say, actually, I want all my pads to update to this firmware on Sunday at 2 a.m. Go. And you can do that.
Brilliant. Now that leads into the next bit we're going to talk about in the final part of the video.